What's up? What's up? What's up, my water signs? This is for the Cancers, the Scorpios, and the Pisces. I hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you for being here with me today. Had to drink my water, dealing with the water signs. Um, but but anyway, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Let me hear from you. If you need to hear from me, contact me. Information will be in the description box. Okay. But let's get this going. Let's get this started. Okay. For the water signs, I do have a little message for you before we start. There is something that you've been feeling very deeply. You feel it. It's been heavy on you. And they want you to move on it. They want you to create motion behind it. All right. Get it from feeling like it's either heavy or stuck feeling and get it moving. So there's something about getting the flow going for you, okay? Getting motion behind it. All right, you're the water signs, so you get things in motion, you get things flowing. All right, you get things moving. You reveal things, okay? Um, so let's see. There's also something here about your reflection, okay? So there may be something here that you're seeing that you want to work on. The time is now to do that, all right? So water signs, let's get into your message, okay? What's new happening for you? Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, thank you for being here with us today. I welcome you and our higher selves in alignment with the universe. God is always and forever with us. All right. So for my water signs, for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Wow. Okay. It's like you demanding something. I like how that fell out. Yeah. So you have, what is it? Material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. Number 6, you have wisdom at the bottom. Okay. So the number 5 and the number 6, that's 11. Interesting because the air signs just got the same, not the same cards, but the same 6 and 5, which equal to 11. So could be something about that, right? You and a air sign could have something in common, okay? Something relevant about that. But anywho, for the water signs, material and spiritual prosperity is a wonderful thing. Oh, the world just came out. The universe is here at the bottom. I was about to shuffle it, but I don't want to. Okay, but they wanted you to see that. So you've gained some sort of knowledge. You're that much wiser. Okay, this is why you're gaining this prosperity here. So this wisdom that you have goes along with the experiences you've had in life. Okay, it's gotten you places. It's getting you even further. So okay, hello, hello, hello. All right, this is for the water signs, collective energy water sign message. All right, so let's see. What is it that you gained here? What is this new energy? All right, feeling very happy here. Feeling very like what it is you're putting in, you're getting back in return. Okay, and I feel like this is because you're doing something in the correct way. All right, from a higher perspective. It says Father of Earth, generosity, a lot of growth here, a lot of stability. All right. Your money could be growing. Your money is doing well. You also have boundaries here with the Mother of Air. I told you that the air signs in you had something in common, right? But you also have Earth here. So Earth and the water, sorry, Earth and the air are very prevalent in your energy. All right. So things are definitely moving, or it needs to move because Earth is very solid. All right. So you need to get things moving. That motion, the air does get things moving, but if the air is if it's stagnant, it's just as bad as stagnant water. Okay. So the air is something here is going to move in flow, in conjunction. Something is definitely growing though. The number 5 here again, and the number 8. I like this. I like it. You may be putting yourself, putting more energy out there in some sort of way, right? Putting more effort into something. This is why you're getting better results, right? Things are working out better because you're doing things in a better way. There was a certain method you may have had before, but you figured out like how you were doing it wrong and how you can improve, all right? So maybe you looked at your own reflection and you realized what needed to be fixed, what needed to improve, right? What was the work that needed to be done? Let me get one card here, please. We have in the flow, that motion. I'm telling you. Okay, this is not water, but that flow. Something needs to be put in motion. Everything is smooth sailing. Sailing is water. Okay, so again, if the energy feels stagnant, that's because there needs to be movement. Begin now. Get up and go. Get up and do it. Today's the day. Take your first step. Okay, your movement is going to bring you out of a place, right? So if you're standing in the dark, this is what I'm saying, because it says joy and delight. If you're standing in the darkness, literally, figuratively, or what, if you don't move out of the darkness into the light, then you're going to feel that heaviness, right? You're going to feel that darkness surrounding you. So, but you're improving. This is improvement. This is doing, this is that movement, right? This is that movement that's needed, that flow. You're setting things in motion. And it was like all you had to do was press the button. All you had to do was press start. All right. Let's get some clarity here for the water sign. Whoa, water signs. You had the Ace of Swords and you have the Hangman. Okay, you're standing by your word. I'm hearing. All right. I'm seeing here though with this Ace of Swords again, the air energy, and the Hangman. It's like you had to break out of a delusion, right? You had to cut through the fog. You had to cut through the veil, right? You had to um, be put in certain predicaments and situations to honestly see the truth, right? So, like, you couldn't see the truth without seeing the truth, right? It is what it is. That Hangman. I feel like you're cutting down time on something, all right? You're minimizing something. You're cutting down. Um, I'm hearing like the wait time is over. Okay, the energy is to begin now. Right, do it today. So the Ace of Swords here with this Hangman also talks about like an altered state of mind, an altered state of thinking, an altered state of being. Right, so something is altered. Something here is not as it appears. Okay, so you are seeing the truth. You're seeing what that is that appear. What doesn't appear, you're seeing it. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. I love that because you're working. All right, this isn't stagnant energy. Right, this is energy though that does stop you though in your tracks in a way. Okay, that flow. The Seven of Pentacles. It has to have a continuous process. So there can't be gaps in between on something, right? So if you commit to something, you can't have gaps in between, right? Stop waiting, stop procrastinating. Um, you know, do what you got to do each day so that it creates the flow. That's all I keep hearing for the water signs is the flow, the motion. Get it going. No sitting still. The Queen of Pentacles, okay? Now the Queen of Pentacles, that's more energy of groundedness, okay? So you do got to keep yourself grounded in a way that you're stable, right? You're not all over the place, right? This is not, you don't want to do that. You don't want to have things everywhere. So there could be an energy of like getting organized here, organizing through paperwork, reading over something here, reading the fine print, seeing the unseen with the Queen of Pentacles, all right? Before she spends her time, spends her money, she's investigating, she's looking into something, okay? It's like knowing the details, all right? The Queen of Pentacles, the money, the wheel is turning. I love it. The Wheel of Fortune, yes, that flow, that motion, that movement, okay? You don't want to get stuck in something. You don't want something to, the flow. You don't want it to be interrupted, okay? I'm hearing also the floodgates are opening. All right, so something could also be coming into bloom. Like you might have a good harvest soon, a good season of getting a lot of things done, and a lot of things that you needed out the way. Right, completing task or setting things up, preparation too. Okay, you may have already prepared for it, and now it's time to again the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you had all the time you needed, and now is the time to make it happen. Let's see. Let me get some more clarity here. For the water signs, you have the Seven of Cups. A lot of choices, a lot of choosing, having to make decisions. Again, you went through a process of tasting and trying and playing around with certain things, my water signs, okay? I feel like there's a lot of treasure to be found somewhere, all right? With this movement, with this motion, just like with the tides of the water, all right? I'm hearing if you dig deep enough, you'll find treasure. There's some type of buried treasure here. Okay, so maybe you were working on the surface level and now you've gotten a lot deeper so that seed can actually attach and grow. Okay, you're making a lot of more smart choices here, which is good. Managing your money and your time, managing your resources here. Okay, that Ace of Pentacles is something also, it's a new opportunity, of course. You don't know what it is. Why don't we know what it is? This is okay. They're saying it's not that we don't know what it is. It's you're doing something without the knowledge of the full story. Okay, so you could be initiating something, you could be starting something, but you don't really know how it's going to turn out. Okay, so there's some type of unexpected energy here. All right, the moon is here. All right, definitely unexpected here. See, using your feeling, your intuition, that deep-seated feeling about something, okay? Deep-seated. The Ace of Pentacles is like a seed, all right? So something is definitely coming out to the surface. It's coming up for you to see it and handle it, for you to get... I'm going to take it in reverse. I don't know how I wanted to do, right? Some type of fumbling here. That's what I'm getting, that Five of Pentacles. So you could have fumbled something in the past, or you could have made a misstep in some way, but you're picking up the pieces. You're back on track. Okay, that Five of Pentacles was just, it was a hiccup. It wasn't even a big thing. I feel like this was a hiccup. It may not have felt like that in the moment, but it was only a hiccup. Okay, yep, you fixed it. Whatever it is here, you have the Sun, the Hermit, and the Knight of Pentacles. You fixed it. It took time, but you worked on it. You fixed it. You're fixing it. You're working at it daily. You're not giving up. Okay, this could be definitely something you don't tell a lot of people about, or something here where you go see a doctor, or there's like some sort of help from somewhere, right? Somebody who has experience and knowledge here is giving you some sort of solution, the answers to something to help you. All right, so taking advice from others could get something in motion to get things flowing. All right, like getting direction. You may be on the highway. If you don't know where you're going and you stop at the gas station and say, hey, which way is east, which way is west, there's nothing wrong with that. It gets you back on track, right? So yeah, you got to get back on track. The Two of Wands is here at the bottom, okay? With the Ace of Cups. You're going to feel fulfilled again, okay? You're going to feel less held in place, right? Less, you're going to feel more free-flowing here, all right? Things are going to start to, it's like the fog clears, the veil lifts for you. Oop. All right? So I'm going to get a message for each of you. One for the Cancers, one for the Scorpios, and one for the Pisces. So we'll start with Cancer. What is the message for Cancer? Let me get one more. You have flirtation, Sagittarius and Venus, and you have the Sun in Cancer. Okay? So, excuse me, Cancer, you could be flirting with somebody, flirting with destiny, I'm hearing. All right? Flirting with what it is that can happen for you. I feel like you're starting to um, inspect those ideas that you had, those feelings, right? This is getting into it. Flirting with the idea of, what are you flirting with the idea of? My Cancers, okay? Is resourcefulness here. You have a lot of access to something, all right? So something here is going to definitely work in your favor, but you have to be open to explore, open to try new things, open to looking at something in a different perspective, from a different angle, okay? And that's when it'll start to make sense. Let's see, for my Scorpios. Oh, you got dominant. Wow, Scorpio. What kind of energy you got? You got endurance, which is Scorpio. The sun is Scorpio. All right. You have domination, which is Mars in Sagittarius, and then you have Venus in Leo. All right. And that says affair. But you got these two cards of dominance, right? Dominating, endurance. He's fighting a lion, and then you have this loving card here with these two little people on there, the angels loving on each other. Okay, so there's like an energy Scorpio where you gotta just let things be. You don't gotta be such in control. Here, I feel like somebody is trying to soften you, like you are that lion energy, my Leo, my Scorpios, excuse me. And there's the energy of needing to be softened, but not in a way of like humbling. Like just you need to know that you can live in your soft energy, right? You don't got to be so rough. Everything doesn't have to be so hard, right? It doesn't have to be so deep. It doesn't have to be so uh, domineering. You know what I mean, Scorpio? There's softness, there's love, there's joy. There's also that. All right. So for my Pisces, let me get another one for Pisces. We have appreciation, the moon in Leo, idealism, the sun in Aquarius, and influence. It says, what is this? Mercury in Libra. Okay, so this is for my Pisces, and I like this energy. It's very nice. It's very harmonious. Okay, I feel like you're realizing where the snakes are in your life. All right, and this harmony here, right? You could be either deal with the snake because you know it's there, or you can remove the snake so that it's not affecting you. Okay, but I feel like you know who the snake is or what the snake is. What's the thing that's interrupting, interfering in some sort of way, and I feel like you understand the appreciation for why this certain energy is in your life. It's almost like it's to challenge you, but you appreciate the challenge. You appreciate what you learned here, what you know, kind of the lesson that you endured. All right, you're seeing this in a particular way where others might see it as like, oh no, I need to get back. I need to, you know, revenge or something like that. You like, you know what? I don't even care. I learned my lesson. I see why that had to happen. Okay, so that's good. But that is the message for my lovely water signs. I hope it resonates for you. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will be back for more. I will talk to you later. Deuces. Bye.